We're in Yosemite Valley right now, and traffic stopped. I'm not sure why. I think they mentioned something about a new traffic pattern for the valley. Adam is out here gonna try and get some, like, went right behind that tree. Stoked to be in the valley. Just waiting to get in the valley. It's noon on Thursday. There's Adam. Just trying to get some footage, and we're stuck here in traffic in the middle of the Sierra Nevada. The plan was to spend 2 nights in Yosemite with Paco and Isaac and Adam and test out the Andycine C6. We're still going to test this out, but I just need to go home right now. And in a few days, I'm going to head up to Lake Tahoe and get some more footage. Something I will say about this thing in Yosemite, it was bright sunlight, middle of the day. We were shooting with this thing and it was awesome. So really impressed with that. But we're going to head up to Tahoe, and you'll see some more footage from this, and we'll go over the specs and yeah, take a look at it and the things I like, things that I think could be better, but really happy overall with the Andycine C6. So let's go up to Tahoe. We're looking at the Andycine C6 6-inch ultra bright monitor. This is what they say, ultra bright. It is actually very bright. Okay, real quick before we get started, links to all the gear I use, including this monitor, are in the description below. Check those out, and that'll really help out my channel. What do I like about the Andycine C6 monitor? So first of all, it's 6 inches. Second of all, it's 2600 nit. It is very bright in broad daylight. I'm actually losing my sun. It's kind of overcast coming over the mountains, and I mean, it's beautiful, but it's kind of a soft light now, so it's really nice. I'm losing some of the contrast on the trees behind me, but it's just, man, it's beautiful out here. In bright sunlight, this thing is awesome. Even at like full brightness, you have a great contrast. I've seen other monitors that haven't done so well with their contrast levels at high brightness levels. The Andycine does really well. Right out of the box, you're gonna get a really nice hard shell case. You're gonna get the monitor, of course. You're gonna get, at least the US version, you get the Sony L-mount battery with a charger. You get a mini HDMI to HDMI, a micro HDMI to HDMI, all the cables you need, like a mini USB to USB cable. I think there's even another power cable in there. You don't get a regular HDMI to HDMI cable, but most everyone has one of these guys. You also get a really nice metal arm to mount, mostly for things like a mirrorless camera or DSLR. This guy, of course, I've got the swivel mount here on top, and they also, Andycine was kind enough to send me one of those as well. And it fits right here on your cold shoe. Mine is, of course, hard mounted, but the swivel mount they send you is a cold shoe mount, which is really nice. It's a solid build, a very good piece to have if you're going to mount this on a mirrorless camera, or use the arm, which is also a solid build, and it has an additional cold shoe on the side where you can mount a shotgun mic. So those are the things that you'll get right out of the box. I'm going to say this several times. For $289, this is a killer monitor, a great deal. You get a lot for your money with this monitor. So the features of this monitor, like a 6-inch 4K screen, it takes a 4K signal. It actually takes a 6K signal. Of course, it's not a 4K monitor, it's just a 1920 by 1080. Of course, you have all your connections. You have HDMI in, HDMI loop out, so you have, a raw feed that you can send out to another monitor or a recorder. You've got your DC in, your headphones, your DC out. You have your SD card for loading up your 3D LUTs, which is awesome. Quarter 20 mounts on bottom and side. You have a dial menu button here that scrolls and clicks, as well as a touch power. And then on top of that, it is a touchscreen monitor. The menu feels a little bit outdated, but really usable. There's a lot of awesome features that I really like about this monitor. So you've got all your standard things, like you got your waveform vector scope, you've got your false color, which has 2 modes, you've got focus peaking, which has, I think, 9 different levels of focus peaking that you can use. Of course, you've got your built-in focus peaking. I'm using my Blackmagic 6K, but the focus peaking on this thing is actually incredible. It's not just like on and off. You have 9 different levels. I'm really impressed. As well, you can change the color: red, green, blue, white. Really cool. As well as your guidelines, you can change all those, customize them, custom aspect ratios. Of course, you can do anamorphic in this monitor. This is a powerful little monitor. I am really happy. One downside I would say is it's a plastic build, not a solid metal housing. I think that's something they could have thrown in for even, you know, an extra 30 bucks or something. But still, amazing monitor. You know, be careful when you're out using it. As well, it's got a nice built-in fan that you'll see, and it does really well at keeping itself cool. I haven't shot extensively with it yet, but I think this is a solid piece of gear. All of the features that you get are just excellent. Something else I wish Andycine had included was a sunshade. I know it's got a really bright screen, but you know, it does really help to have a sunshade because you're going to get a lot of glare with just a bare screen to the, you know, in the bright sunlight. Most people aren't shooting in the bright daylight, but that would have been something that was that's really nice. But overall, I think for $289, this is a phenomenal package. One other thing I will mention, my swivel monitor mount here actually blocks the power, the input and the output. I wish they had moved those jacks over just a little bit because they are really close to the center. And you know, depending on your mount, and a lot of people have this mount or a similar mount, and I think it even blocks the Andycine mount blocks those power inputs. So that's something to watch out for. You're definitely going to have to use the battery if you're going to use the small rig swivel mount. But like I said, overall, really happy with this. I would recommend this monitor for sure. And on top of that, 6 inches. It's a great image size. You see a lot more on this image than you do on the 5-inch monitors that I have. So I'm going to keep dragging this thing around the forest while I have some daylight and check it out. Thank you guys for watching. Again, check out the links below. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you like this video, like my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.